To close our show today, we'd like to bring up a subject about four-wheel drives. And now here's my offsider. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Barry and viewers.
Well, the importance of having a good four-wheel drive. It is very important to take care of your four-wheel drive. And if you are taking it out into the bush, consider the weather conditions. Here's my offside now.
Yeah, you've always got to be prepared before you drive your four-wheel drive, making sure you check the weather conditions so that you don't have any accidents on the road.
And also in the bush, check your tire pressure. Lower it down to 16 psi. Okay, so you're not having an accident there. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, tires are very important with four-wheel drives. Always make sure they're the right pressure because you don't want to have a flat tire or a bad tire during your driving.
Because what can happen, you could have a puncture or something, and here's my offsider.
Yeah, so to avoid that from happening, just always take that little time before you drive to check everything's all right and make sure you service your cars and four-wheel drives.
Yeah, and make sure that you get the mechanics in the workshop to service your car well before your trip, because the importance of servicing your car before a long road trip is very important. So ring the mechanic at the local workshop and ring up to find out a suitable day and time when he can fit it in. Here's my offside.
Yeah, and make sure you service your car at least once or twice a year because you never know if there's something wrong with the car and you want to put your safety first.
Because safety on the road, viewers, it comes first, not last. Here's my offside.
Yeah, always think of yourself and the people that are driving around you because you're not only putting yourself at risk but others as well as the people inside your vehicle.
And this applies to CPA staff and clients. Consider the client's safety first in the bus and your own as well. And make sure that you've got good seat belts in the car. Here's my offside.
Yeah, it's very important at CPA to put the clients first. Always think of what they need and what the process is for the day. So always make sure you are on time with their PCs, with their meal times, so that they can have a good day and enjoy their time.
So the important thing is, which is the second closing message, what to do in a road accident. If you've been involved in an accident, turn off the ignition of the crashed vehicle, apply the handbrake. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, safety on the road is very important because we don't want any accidents for you or the other people around you. And you all have families, so you all want, or friends, and you want to be going home safely and not them worrying about you.
And if any of us guys have been injured in a van accident, call an ambulance straight away. Here's my offside.
Yeah, ambulances straight away. When stuff like that happens, it's very important to call the ambulance because at this point there's nothing you can do, and the ambulance, the paramedics will know what to do for you. So make sure you remember that number.
So be prepared to give your name and the address of where the accident happened, when the accident happened, and how many people were injured in the crash. Because if it's a minibus, state how many people have been injured, say, like if there's 3 of us, we would need 5 ambulances, and here's my offsider.
Yeah, it's very important to take note of all the information, be very precise, and be calm when you're trying to explain where you are, what has happened, because that way you'll have a better chance of the paramedics doing their job at their best, because they'll be very aware of what is happening.
So ensure that the passengers are okay, plus yourself. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, again, your clients come first, make sure they're okay, and make sure they're also calm in the situation. Calm them down if needed while they're waiting for the paramedics, so that they're not stressing, because that can also make the situation worse for them.
And also reassure the passengers that ambulances are on the way, and reassure that your passengers are okay, and here's my offsider.
Yeah, always make sure that they are in a safe and calm environment, because you don't want that to make them feel worse or the situation to rise.
So, getting back to 4-wheel drives, the same thing. If you get bogged and overturning the truck on a track, okay, you've got to make sure that you're okay and the passenger beside you is okay. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, turning trucks are a big thing, so you're not supposed to overtake any turning trucks, or the turning truck has to be very, very slow when turning, because it's harder for them to see who's on their side because of the length of the truck or who's behind them. So make sure you do this with care.
So, in closing our show today, please take heed of the warning and be prepared for what to do in an emergency, and make sure that you've got enough first aid supplies in your first aid kit to treat the injuries until the paramedics get there. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, always be prepared, always stay calm, and make sure you put safety first in every situation.
And now it is time to say good afternoon to you viewers now. Thank you for your company on the show today. And here's my offsider for her closing message.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. So after everything we've said, make sure you stay safe this Easter and enjoy your time with your family and on the road. Make sure you are safe.
And remember, don't call 000 for the fun of it, because it is putting other people's lives at risk. Here's my offsider for her second closing message.
Yeah, never call 000. It's not a joke. They have real emergencies to attend to, and they can't waste time attending to something that isn't even real.
So from myself, Barry, Fair, and Esther, we wish you a very good afternoon, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.